free throws as his career goes on. He'll stop that.
That was quite a discussion yesterday with our man Jeff as our test two-pointer. That won't go. By the way, as Bynum gets the offensive rebound, his rebounding numbers have been superb lately. Gasol, shot blocked, but a goaltend. And 2 points for Pau Gasol. Since you are sitting in for Jeff Van Gundy, you're required to go on one rant per half.
I'll try. I mean, Jeff Van Gundy, I mean, that guy, I look.
Ace is something he has really worked on. Gasol again trying to post up. Takes his time. Blocked by Howard. And Bynum right there. Already, Andrew Bynum with 6 rebounds, and we played just over 6 minutes.
And again, that's Pau Gasol on the block, forcing Howard to help. And Andrew Bynum can attack the offensive ball.
Bynum with a block. Bynum gets fired up. He's always, even when he was a rookie, wasn't playing as much. He gets fired up to play the big-time centers, as do most players. When they go up against the best. Artest, Bynum couldn't handle it. Turkoglu dives. Players all over the place, and Howard with a quick outlet. Richardson spots up. And it's going to be Laker ball. Yeah, we'll have a timeout. Even with the poor shooting from Orlando, it's only a 1-point lead.
You want to beat the Lakers, you got to have a playmaker. And Jameer Nelson starting off spectacular. Recognizes the switch, takes advantage with that speed, gets to the cup. And how about on the block? Dwight Howard, turn faces, tremendous patience, and makes Bynum pay the price. Magic up 1.
That are the top offensive rebounding teams are the worst shooting teams in the league. It's obvious, it's logical. But the Lakers are one of the best offensive rebounding teams and one of the best shooting teams. As Odom's shot rolls in.
And the reason is because of that size. When you have Andrew Bynum, Pau Gasol,
Magic get back. Odom to Gasol. Easy 2.
Mark, you talked earlier about Oklahoma City going out and get Kendrick Perkins to match up with the Lakers. You know what's surprising to me? And I know it's not just the personnel. More teams don't copy the Lakers' style of play. Run the triangle offense, because it just doesn't promote offensive scoring. It helps you balance your defense. I'm surprised more teams don't try and emulate them in more ways.
No, you're right about that. But if you look at the San Antonio Spurs, they have similar things as far as the triangle offense that they run. So you see similarities, but nobody can really copy fully what the Lakers do because they have so many different weapons.
Gasol able to get that go. Back to a 7-point game. Duhan gets it to go. All right, give me a quick one-line idiot's guide to what's the main focus of the triangle offense.
Get Kobe Bryant to basketball.
Well, my point was this. The biggest difference I see in the Lakers from any other team in the league is they get their penetration from passing. They'll feed the post. They'll get great entry passes to the elbow area, and they're in attack mode.
Gasol in an attack mode there. Got the dunk and the foul. Chance for a 3-point play as we have a timeout.
Pau Gasol recognizing he has a small Anderson defending him. Even Patrick Ewing's on the bench saying, "Hey, Ryan." Pau Gasol having his way, taking advantage of that size, attacking the rim. Lakers down 7.
Turkoglu the rebound as we approach a minute left here in the first half. And an offensive foul. Howard.
Who drew that charge?
There he is again. He took a shot in the mouth, though. I don't know if this one was a flop. Howard's second foul.
Well, they understand where Dwight Howard is running and where he's trying to get to. If you're Derek Fisher, he's loaded up. He's waiting. That's clearly an offensive foul. That's a great job of standing there and sacrificing your body.
That was legit.
I don't know. I'm not a big charge guy. I'm really not.
Are you a cash guy?
Gasol flips it up and in.
All the credit. He's doing an outstanding job defending Kobe Bryant.
Meanwhile, Gasol does a good job contesting Anderson's 3. Gasol puts it up, puts it in. They started Anderson over Bass. Gasol.
And unbelievable player. The best center in the league.
You know, people say, why don't young players work on the sky hook? Well, that's the same type of move. Dwight Howard gets up, elevates. You can't block that shot. So master a move like that, and he'd be out of this.
But we still got a lot of work to do. But they're playing obviously a little better.
At the end of the day, talent prevails. Give them credit. Talking about two of the best players in the world, then you add Chris Bosh. That team will find its way, and I like what they've done lately. Shut up and play basketball. Ultimately, their play on the floor will get it done.
Nice play by Fisher. Derek Fisher, who's not had a big scoring year. He's got 12.
He's killing me. I love Jeff Van Gundy.
Oh, stop.
I do, seriously.
We don't need to hear this. Howard 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Bryant, tough shot. Kobe Bryant has not shot the ball well, but getting going a little for the Lakers. He's on the bench. Howard, another turnover. He struggled with turnovers here in the third. Bryant with a hand in his face and a hand on his arm. 2 free throws to Kobe Bryant for Los Angeles. Offensive foul. 3 on Howard.
You guys like it. I don't like this offensive. There's too many charges. I don't agree with that.
No, I don't agree with that. I like the charge call, but that's not a charge. It's a big-time move. Good defense by Pau Gasol. I say let the big guy
play on, right? You got to play on there.
That's not a charge.
I don't think so.
And a well-deserved ovation for the Laker bench.
What makes the Lakers so tough, Mark, is when the season began, Lamar Odom was in the starting lineup. Andrew Bynum came back. He was injured. Didn't play that well right away. A lot of teams, I think, could deal with the Lakers, or they feel they can, with just Gasol. With Bynum and Gasol playing at this level, they can play so many different lineups. They can play small, and like you said, they don't get real small with Lamar Odom. They can play transition, and obviously in a close game, they have Kobe Bryant. So, I mean, to me, the way they're playing now, they'll finish up the last 20 games of the season. They are really primed for a three-peat.
Gasol, by the way, nice play to keep that alive, get a new 24. You know, Mike, you talk about those rumors about Carmelo Anthony. I think that was a pass. As Gasol puts up the shot, puts it in. Lakers denied that was ever a conversation this year.
Well, if it didn't take place, I would have denied it all. He's able to get to his spot, takes a high percentage shot in the paint.
And that's really the only part of the Lakers game I see a little vulnerability is transition defense. But they play such a controlled offensive game. Very rarely can you get them. They dictate tempo of the game because they play a beautiful brand of triangle offense. And they never really get, they dictate the tempo all night long.
From that Final Four year.
I remember that Coach Conaseca should have started me and we'd have been fine. I'm still holding on to that. I love him to death, but should have made that adjustment.
Gasol knocks it down. How about you, Chris? 92-78. Magic starting to run out of time.
Yeah, but if you're the Magic, it's not over. There's still time in this ball game, as crazy as it sounds. But give credit to the Lakers defense. When it mattered most, they got stopped.
Gasol counted and a foul. What a second half for the Lakers. And we'll have a timeout under the 3-minute mark. The Lakers pouring it on in the second half. They trailed by 9 in the first half, trailed by 5 at halftime. But they have dominated quarters 3 and 4.
4 times. And I think that's the cushion that Phil Jackson, this Laker organization, has. I don't see anybody out there capable of doing that in the Western Conference.
Howard fouled, count it, and 1. There were 2:43. It's back to 14. Like the 2-time defending champions. This will improve them to 48-20 overall. And they even the season series with the Orlando Magic at 1-1. And get a dominant second half at the Staples Center. A career-high 18 rebounds for Andrew Bynum, despite being in some foul trouble. 2 of the very best centers and some good sportsmanship as they battle hard tonight. And graciously shaking hands after this one. Lakers outscore the Magic in the second half, 56-38. Magic only with 38 seconds.